The purpose of this recording is to help you retake the Unit 8 and 9 test. Our goals for this recording are to understand the key concepts of Units 8 and 9, to know where to find this extra practice, and to know what's available to help you, and for you to be able to retake this test with a 70% accuracy or above. We're going to go through some key vocabulary, talk about numbers and ordinal numbers, talk about direct object pronouns, culture, and then where to find extra resources. Throughout this recording, you will see questions. The answers to these questions will make up the password you need to unlock the retake version of the test. This password will contain letters and numbers, so pay careful attention to which is being used on which question. Make sure you write them down, and if it's a letter, make sure you write it down in all caps. If your password does not work, please send me the password that you're using through email, and I will help you figure out how to fix it. So throughout instructional cycle 4, you had vocabulary modules that have guided notes that will help you kind of collect all of the vocabulary from Unit 8 and 9 and practice with it. There's also some Quizlet flashcards that are a really great resource to help you practice with that vocabulary. So it's important to use those. Both are available on the study guide to help you as you are studying and reviewing the vocabulary. Like I said, we'll go through some of the key terms in a moment, but those are going to be the most helpful resources to you for making sure that you have prepared and you know that vocabulary well. So here are some of the most important vocabulary words to know. We have l'avenir, the future, la chambre, a bedroom, le chapeau, a hat, les chaussures, shoes, le chemisier, blouse, le costume, suit, la cuisine, kitchen, le dentiste, dentist, essayer, to try or to try on, le facteur, postal worker, l'homme d'affaires, businessman, l'informaticien, computer science worker, le jean, jeans, jeter, to throw or to throw away, laver, to wash, la lave-vaisselle, a dishwasher, la machine à laver, a washing machine, le maillot de bain, bathing suit, la maison, house, le maître, teacher, male teacher, le manteau, coat, le métier, job, nettoyer, to clean, obtenir son diplôme, to graduate, la pièce, a room, plier le linge, fold clothes, laundry, ramasser, to clean up, la salle de bain, bathroom, le salon, living room, le sèche-linge, a dryer for clothes, sortir la poubelle, to take out the trash, and le t-shirt, t-shirt. So go ahead and look at this question. Choose the place where this person would most likely work. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Pause the recording if needed. All right, numbers. So here's the list of all the numbers 1 through 100. Remember, after 100, numbers are written out just as they would be said, or just as they appear, so digit by digit. So you wouldn't say 1815, you wouldn't say 1942, you wouldn't say 163. You would say those numbers as 1,815, 1,492. 163. So you're saying each piece by piece. So you're not breaking it down into chunks. You're not reading a digit as anything other than what it is. You're simply saying each digit as it appears and as it would be said numerically. So each place, saying it out as a fancy number. Ordinal numbers are numbers that are used for listing things like first, second, third, fourth, etc. So here are those ordinal numbers. One thing to keep in mind with ordinal numbers in French is that they kind of act as adjectives. So that does mean that they have to agree. So just keep a lookout for that as you are using these. For the most part, That just means adding an S if it's plural. Most of these are already ended in they already ended in E, so you don't have to make them feminine. They already are. So just a matter of making them plural if needed. And you may notice with the pattern that basically we're just adding yem to the end of whatever the number is. So that's easy if you want to go past 10 with your ordinal numbers. So looking at this and using the picture to help you, which ordinal number best completes this sentence? Is it A, B, C, or D? Choose the best answer. All right. So direct object pronouns. Direct object pronouns are used to replace the direct object in a sentence. The direct object in a sentence is the word that receives the action of the verb. So for example, in English, she knows them. Them is the direct object. Direct objects and the direct object pronouns can never be used in the sentence together. You're only going to use one or the other. Here are those direct object pronouns. We have these in English. It's kind of a one-for-one correspondence of knowing the words. The only thing that's different is that direct object pronouns go before the verb of which they are the object. So remember that, before the verb. And they can form contractions if it ends in a vowel and the verb starts with a vowel. So it goes before the verb of which it is the object. That's the big thing to know. Otherwise, just memorizing what they are. Don't overthink it too much which one you should use. If it's it, you choose between le and la. If it's them, it's going to be les. If it's me, you, us, you, those are pretty straightforward. So let's look at these questions as examples. So our first question here, est-ce que Jean a le livre de Paul? So does Jean have Paul's book? So le livre de Paul is our direct object. And so to answer this question, if we want to say, yes, he has it, we would say, oui, Jean le a. And I'm going to combine those because of the vowels being next to each other. Our next one, est-ce que vous voulez manger le dîner? So we have, le déjeuner, excuse me. Le déjeuner is our direct object. One really important thing with this is le déjeuner goes with manger. It's something that is being eaten, not something that is wanted. It is manger, eaten. So we could say, oui, je veux le manger. Yes, I want to eat it. And the it going with manger. This question could also be answered with nous because the question is vous. So oui, nous voulons le manger. Yes, we want to eat it. Est-ce que tu portes les shorts en hiver? Oops, that should not be plural. Est-ce que tu portes le short en hiver? So le short is our direct object. And it goes with the verb porte. So we'd say oui, je le porte en hiver, if you want. Quand est-ce que tu portes le maillot de bain? Le maillot de bain is our direct object. And we could say you wear it when you swim. So je le porte quand je nage. I wear it when I swim. And our last one, est-ce que vous connaissez l'élève nouveau? Do you know the new student? So again, we can answer with this with je or nous. Oui, je le connais. Or oui, je le connaissons. The important thing is using the le to replace the student. If it were a girl student, it would be l'élève nouvelle. So we would have used la if that adjective were feminine, but it's masculine, so I know to use le. So things to note here. Sometimes the article being used clues you in to which direct object pronoun to use. Also, the direct object pronoun will go with the verb of which it is the object. That's why this le is between voulons and manger. All right, so use that information to help you answer this question. Make sure you write down the letter carefully, A, B, C, or D. All right, culture. So some key facts and fun things to know about l'île de la Réunion, island of Reunion. It is an overseas department of France, which means it is technically a part of France, but is located overseas. So it's it's located overseas. It has the largest population of any département d'outre-mer. It's located near Madagascar, but it's got a similar climate and geography to Hawaii. It's very filled with volcanoes. One of the most active volcanoes in the world is located there. Also, since it's in the southern hemisphere, Christmas is celebrated in the summer. Christmas Eve is known as La Réveillon, and people often have fireworks on Christmas or eat tropical fruits. They do a lot of more like summery activities with Christmas than they do the wintry stuff that we like. So La Réunion is influenced by many different cultures, though most people there are Catholic because of that influence from France, and the official language is French. You have influence on food, music, language from cultures such as Malagasy, Indian, Chinese, and African. Like I said, the official language is French, but people speak Creole in informal situations, and the Creole spoken here is a mixture of French and languages such as Malagasy, Hindi, Portuguese, Gujarati, and Tamil. So Creole is a mixture of languages, and the one in La Réunion is a mixture of these languages. So choose the culture that did not have a major influence on La Réunion. Choose 1, 2, 3, or 4, the correct answer. All right, and then our last password question, you're going to choose A, B, C, or D, the correct answer to the question I'm going to ask out loud. Qu'est-ce que tu portes? Qu'est-ce que tu portes? Qu'est-ce que tu portes? If you need to go back in the recording and listen again, you can certainly do that. So as you look throughout 8 and 9, you'll find extra practice, study guides, etc. You want to check the Magic Calendar to get those recordings as you do master activities. That's a great way to review as well. And the study guide is a super great resource to help you prepare. It's got listening and reading practice, as well as all of the study guides leading up to this test, which also have practice questions. If you still need extra help, you can come to the Raise Your Grade sessions Tuesday through Fridays, 12:30 to 1. And I hope you do well on your retake. Bonne chance. Merci.